Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Before we hop into the video, I just wanted to stop and say thank you to all those who have subscribed, have been actively following along with the series, liking the videos, leaving comments, participating in community surveys, and just supporting the channel. It's been such an exciting time and it really means so much to me. I cannot say it enough. Thank you guys. Also, a huge shout out to all my Patreons out there, or should I say my first ever Patreon. Seriously, thank you so much. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why on earth is this video titled I Like Turtles? Well, based on a recent survey in regards to the video titles of my classic WoW series, the majority of voters went with the option I Like Turtles. So I felt I had no other option than to name this episode exactly that, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with our small green-shelled friends. For those of you that clicked on this video hoping to see or learn something about turtles, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You can report me for false advertising or whatever you want. Alright, without further ado, let's jump back into the story. Now that I've reached level 24, you know what that means. Ability upgrades. Let's see if Guard Parker wants to tag along. Okay, we've got Counterspell, rank 5 Fireball, and rank 2 Flame Strike. Very nice. So for today, I packed a couple extra snacks for the road because we are going on a little field trip. A blast from the past, if you would. I'm heading back to where it all began, Northshire Abbey. Why? Because I picked up a random quest from this priest that told me to go there. I'm looking for a book called The Stresses of Iron, and supposedly, Brother Paxton has a copy in the Abbey's library. Ah yes, all of the fond memories are flooding back. Killing kobolds, leveling up within a matter of minutes, having absolutely no idea what I was doing. Well, that part hasn't really changed, but it's good to be back. And I kind of love that the devs added in a quest for players to return to their original starting area. I could be wrong, but I feel like most MMOs don't do that. Usually once you've left a lower level zone, there's really no reason to return. So it's a breath of fresh air to experience something different, which in my opinion is more immersive and realistic. Anyways, I find Brother Paxton, but he tells me he's not quite finished making his own copy of the book. He's very particular about his choice of ink, and in order to mix up another batch, he needs to get his hands on some Rethban iron ore, which just so happens to be located in the Red Ridge Mountains. I tell him, it's your lucky day, friend, because I actually know where that is. Now before I head back to Lakeshire, I have a couple stops I need to make. Hello, cow. We meet again. Oh man, never gets old. But actually, first I speak with Smith Argus about the price of shoes, then I head to the Tower of Azora where I meet up with Theocritus to inquire about this fated Shadowhide pendant. In case you missed it, he's been working on a spell that creates some form of communication through these pendants and the Shadowhide knolls. And now, speaking with him in person, he tells me that it's more than just communication. He actually hopes to send an attack and immobilize the beast through these pendants. Very clever. It turns out he's not a huge fan of Morganth either. As a matter of fact, he actually calls him his rival. Probably some sort of feud over a girl or something like that. Am I right? Trust me, man, I've been there before. I get it. But anyways, he needs me to take this glyph to some sort of lion statue near the Tower of Ilgalar. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong photo. There we go. In order to grant him visions of Morganth's evil plans. Sounds like a pretty good strategy to me, so I tell him I'll add it to the list. Back in Lakeshire, I deliver the horseshoes to Werner Osgood, who seems to be surprised that the blacksmith would want some form of payment for his work, so I agree to help him collect some dragon scales to cover the cost of the horseshoes, and in return, he promises to fashion something for me that I can't actually use. Oh, and he also asks if I could hunt down some more gnolls that have been terrorizing his stables. Right, before we do anything else, let's speak with Foreman Osla real quick to see if he's got any Rethban iron ore sitting around that we can bring back to Brother Paxton for his ink supplies. Rats. He tells me that he usually has some in stock, but since they've been busy with this orc invasion, they haven't been able to gather any. I guess I have to do everything myself. Thankfully though, I actually know exactly where to find this special ore, since some of the party members from my previous travels were working on this quest and took me directly through the Rethban caverns. Okay, let's go hunt some gnolls. I head to the caverns, take down a bunch of these Red Ridge Dredgers since they're the ones that are able to drop the Rethban ore. Side note, I think if you have mining as one of your professions, you can just mine some of the ore nodes inside the cave and it probably goes a lot quicker. Collect all 5 of the ores, successfully track down 18 Red Ridge Brutes and Mystics, gotta protect those horsies, exact my revenge on the cute little dragons, collect 6 of 6 dragon scale quest items, and okay, let's see. If I want to find this lion statue for Theocritus, I have to head back towards the Tower of Ilgalar. Aha, there it is. Let's click on that. I place the glyph at the base of the statue and it works. Nice. I can now communicate directly with Theocritus. After probing the tower, he's able to discern that there's actually some contention between Morganth and the orcs, although he's not sure the reason behind it. So he asks if I can do a little more spy work by placing the glyph at the top of the watchtower next to Stonewatch Keep. But I tell him, screw that, let's just take him out right now. So I join up with this nearby group, we storm the Tower of Ilgalar, and I kinda sort of accidentally aggro the boss and get our entire party killed. Oops. I honestly expected them to kick me from the party after that. Not sure how much experience you've had with group content in MMORPGs, but I've been on the receiving side of more than a few nasty DMs in my day. But they were actually very gracious about the whole thing, so that was nice. After making our way back to the top of the tower, I learned from my mistake, make sure to position myself better this time around, and oh my gosh, what is that thing? That's terrifying. We successfully take down the evil mage Morganth and his posse of miscreants, ridding Lakeshire of their treachery once and for all. Right, guys? Wait, he's dead, right? What is he talking about? Why is he saying that? Well, crap. In typical noob fashion, it would appear that I've jumped the gun and killed Morganth a bit prematurely. And now, when he returns, I'll be facing him again in his evolved form. No, just kidding. But I do have to progress the story a little bit further before I can return to properly melt his face off. So we head over to Stonewatch Keep, place the glyph at the top of the tower, help these guys collect some of the midnight orbs, do a little limit testing to see if I can solo farm these Shadowhide Knoll encampments. Spoiler, I can't. Turn in my completed quest, and pick up another one from Werner Osgood. Howling in the Hills. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Z-Mac, those gnolls are still out there. What does that remind me of? And one cry is louder than the rest. Yowler, their leader. Looks like I'm gonna be doing some more headhunting. Well, paw hunting this time. But first, let's return to Brother Paxton and give him this ore so he can finish making a copy of that book. And wow, that's incredible. He instantly completes his copy the moment that I hand over the ore. Wait a second, did you actually need that ore to finish the book? Or did you already have it done and just wanted someone to help you get more ink? Well, either way, I got some XP and a slight boot upgrade from it, not to mention a trip down memory lane in Northshire, so I'd say it was worth it. Let's head back to Stormwind. Hey, Brother Christoph, I found that book you were looking for. Wait, that's it? There's no follow-up quest or continuation of the story? You just wanted a copy of the book, huh? Alrighty then. Oh my gosh, guys, I am a complete idiot. I totally forgot about one of the biggest perks of hitting level 20 as a mage, teleportation. I was literally hyping that up at one point, saying how I couldn't wait to use it, and then just totally forgot about it. That's so huge. I'm such a dummy. I could have been using that for the last 4 levels. Ugh, oh well. I do remember talking to someone about what you need to be able to teleport. I need to buy some kind of regents from a vendor in the cathedral, and I honestly expected it to be super pricey, but for only 9 silver a pop, that is not too bad. Back in Lakeshire, I noticed this post outside of the inn that kind of reminds me of the wanted poster for the infamous Hogger. Yep, sure enough, it's another bounty quest. This time for Lieutenant Vangor, the leader of the Shadowhide Knoll clan. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a very positive feeling about this one. Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. All right, I'm done. I then make my way north, stumble upon the greatest lootable chest imaginable in classic WoW. I will definitely be celebrating tonight, reach level 25, join up with some fellow adventurers, and oh crap, I was in the middle of giving this gnoll a one-way ticket to the afterlife, and I didn't notice that my party member said he's up. By the time I realize what's happening, oh no, it might be too late. Firecast is over here getting turned into a human ketchup packet. No, Firecast, I'm sorry. I wasn't strong enough to save you, but I will avenge you. Wait, how is he healing? I didn't know NPCs could heal? Oh crap, I'm out of mana. And my get out of no mana for free card is on cooldown. Where is Hamroll when you need him? Well then, I guess it's up to me. Haha, victory is mine. Oh dude, that was so close. What a rush. Let's make sure I grab Yowler's paw real quick. After apologizing to Firecast, he tells me, no biggie. and after returning to the area, he's able to resurrect and loot another paw off of Yowler's cold, dead corpse. I then return to Verna Osgood, complete the quest, acquire my first ever ring accessory, and head back to the Lakeshire Inn. Ah yes, I can honestly say there's nothing quite like a glass of ice cold milk after a hard day's work.